We started with him 1.5 years ago, with this drone Crazy Love, one and for life.
Since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, Ruslan joined the ranks of the armed forces of Ukraine. Already in the first weeks of the war, the man mastered the control of a strategic drone, although he had never dealt with such machines before. His bird flies at a distance of up to 200 kilometers. In the new division, in addition to such devices, there are smaller winged drones and several types of copters. The smallest, fastest, but most difficult to master is the FPV drone. To control it, the pilot puts on goggles and controls the flight from the first person. Due to the complexity of control, future pilots first get 40 hours of flight time on a special simulator, and only then they move on to a training with a real UAV.
Generally, very specific management. It responds to every movement, and what is generally required of pilots in this drone is the same requirements, for example, as from a computer processor. That is, quickly work through the data. It's the same with this drone. You quickly have an obstacle, a task quickly appears, and the brain must quickly process it and give a command to your hand. Hands already perform usually very fine motor skills. This is what we study in the simulator.
Each member of the unit is taught to operate several types of drones, so pilots can replace each other on various missions. As a part of such mission, both strategic winged UAVs and the smallest and fastest FPV drones can be involved.
It is impossible to completely make a shot from a large howitzer invisible. There is a lot of dust, branches fly. We notice this from a large drone. Next, we use in a pair with a large sight or such small ones, or others the same Mavics. It flies closer and examines that area in detail. Moreover, when we find some kind of enemy vehicle, we contact mixed units through the analytical center, and already the high command decides on the defeat of this target.
The specific number of pilots in the unit, as well as the range of equipment, is kept secret. But according to the commander, Hawkeyes can cover an area of 960 square kilometers. In this case, speed will become the second main feature of the new structure. Pilots will drive to their desired point on buggies, SUVs, and set up control centers in 12 hours for complex operation. And all information from drones will be transmitted to command posts online. According to the unit commander, aerial reconnaissance is now in great demand. At the same time, the recruitment priority is people with skills that are not standard for the main parts of the armed forces of Ukraine.
The air intelligence unit does not consist of only operators. We also have drivers, cooks and logistics workers. That is, we need all modern, adequate people. But if we talk specifically about pilots and drone operators, then, of course, motivated people who have undergone some kind of training and have skills in computer games and who develop in this are, of course, more convenient for training.
It is expected that soon the armed forces of Ukraine will have more such units focused on drones. The only difficulty is that drones on the front line are expendable. Therefore, the Hawkeyes are calling to help them with the procurement of drones. Reported by Danilo Kobza, UATV News.